Self-Deletion Squad Minecraft The Justice League, which I honestly think is a way better name and probably would have added at least one more zero in the sales numbers, is finally over. It's done. It's dead. The nightmare finally ends and we can start the healing process.
So we have known that the end was coming for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Frankly, that was apparent from the moment the game launched. It was obvious when the reception was so poor and when player numbers dipped so quickly. And so we got this announcement in December of 2000.
I'm sorry, Young, but I remember you talking about the game and you didn't find any problems with the shooting, gameplay, stuff. You didn't see a lot of problems. So I wonder what you think was the bad reception in this case. Was it unwarranted?
2024, that Season 4 would be the game's last. It would introduce Episode 7 and 8 alongside new weapons, some new content, new maps, new cosmetics, and an offline mode. And it was all further detailed in this deep dive right here, where they talk about an offline mode and how this is the final season. This is also the season where we were introduced to Deathstroke, which is cool and all, but unfortunately the bones.
Which is cool and all. I can already tell my man is pretty upset that it's not a trans Deathstroke or something like that. Because nothing sold more than the trans Mr. Freeze or Mrs. Freeze, or I'm not even sure what it's supposed to be. Or Twink Joker. My god. Or Deadshot's Black Daughter. Now those were decisions, okay? Deathstrike though, who likes him even? Like, lame.
And foundation of this live service game are not good enough for us to be hyped about the introduction of Deathstroke. And if you look at, the player numbers and just the results surrounding the game, it's obvious why the live
You can tell that he's so sad about this.
service died as quickly as it did. You can see the immediate fall off of player numbers. We got a little peak here from the release of Season 1 when that disappointed severely. People just stopped being hyped about future seasons. The only reason we saw an uptick here is because the game went on sale for like a few dollars. And so now we're seeing the downfall again with the latest season not really doing much, not really making much of a dent in terms of bringing players back. And so
not really sad at all, by the way.
Warner Brothers reported on May of 2024 that the failure of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League contributed to a $200 million hit to revenue. It was a financial disaster for the mega corporation, with the property being something that had a license, with the development of the game having taken many, many years. And I mean, this was a high-profile AAA live service that just ultimately looked flashy here and there, but didn't really deliver on what's most important, it being a fun game or something that really stands out from the pack. And so with the release of Episode 8, we are finally at a point now where the game has officially died. Previously, we got the announcement that the game was going to die, but now with the release of Episode 8 as of January 14th, 2025, this will be the final update to the game. The title will remain playable in both online and the recently released offline mode for players to continue to wreak havoc in Metropolis. But from here on out, the live service will get no more updates. Now, one of the things that I've been curious about is to see.
It's honestly such a miracle that they even lasted this long. Again, Concord shut down in 2 weeks, literally. So the fact that this honestly made it into 4 seasons is kind of insane. But that probably has a lot to do with the Steam's new policy about roadmaps and stuff. So maybe that is at fault. Who honestly knows?
How they would end the story. I mean, the premise is quite out there. The Suicide Squad members going out to kill the members of the Justice League, with the caveat that
Again, every time someone says that they're pissed about Suicide Squad kill the Justice League, which is, literally in the name, but someone gets pissed that they didn't save the Justice League and they didn't become the good guys, I'm like, what do you fucking mean? What do you want? You're literally playing as the villains. What do you expect? A redemption story at the end? Saving Batman? Maybe giving him a foot massage or something? No. That killing the Justice League. That's kind of implied. I mean, damn, what did you expect? And so many people were pissed. Oh my god, they didn't say Batman. They didn't say Superman. Yeah, no shit they didn't do that. You're playing Suicide Squad, like, jeez.
Justice League members were seemingly brainwashed by Brainiac, who invaded Earth and is wreaking havoc everywhere. And so that's kind of the basic setup, with the Suicide Squad being the anti-heroes who have to go out there and eliminate them one by one. So we actually got the ending cutscene right here, and frankly speaking, it's just really sad how this whole premise comes to an end. Not only in presentation, you can already see that it's that comic book style instead of a proper cutscene for this big plot twist, but the plot twist itself, I mean, it's almost like a bit predictable, and even when you think about it, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. It feels rushed in how this was all concluded. There's so much that's summarized so quickly, and it all gives the vibe of, and then somebody waved a magic wand and everyone lived happily ever after, and everything was a-okay, the end. This ending just feels like a bit of a joke, honestly. And I don't think it's really the fault of...
I haven't said anything about it. It's a surprise. Don't worry about it, okay?
Of the, ground floor developers. They were just doing what they were told, and they only had so much time to put this together with a limited budget, because this is a game that, Warner Brothers didn't want to pour a whole lot into after its disastrous failure. I think they wanted to get this over with as soon as possible, and it shows in how rushed and just how poorly conceived this ending is. So here it is for those who are curious. Let me up the resolution here, and then let's check this out.
Into Brainy's lair, and he was steamed, but guess who else showed up?
By the way, I love the constantly retarded Harley Quinn voiceovers. It's peak.
That's enough. Kryptonian, you're indubitably...
So yeah, Superman is alive.
...populated to fight. Don't you know...
Turns out the Superman who you killed in the original
Thought he meant us for a second, but of course...
season, when the game first launched, that was a fake Superman. Batman's also alive. The Batman that Harley Quinn shot in the face, that was a fake Batman. They were clones.
Yeah. And I'm like quadruply pissed about this because, again, you're playing Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, okay? You're supposed to be the bad guys. And yeah, it turns out none of them are dead because it was just like some kind of copies or something. This is why comics fail in general, okay? There's no spine, there's no anything. This is literally a fucking alternative timeline. This is literally an alternative timeline, by the way. And even here we can't have the most boring superheroes ever, aka Superman and Batman, be killed. Oh, that's so lame. And then they succumb to the... Why can't I play with Batman? Why can't I play with Superman? Well, you can shove your... You can take your hand, put it in a fist, and shove it up yourself. That's what you can do. You play with yourself, asshole, okay? Fuck. God damn, I hate this. Okay? I hate Superman and Batman so much. Honestly, when I first got introduced to Superman, it was the whatever fucking year old cartoons, which were cool. I kind of liked it. Superman still kind of seemed a little bit like kind of boring and basic there, but it was better than Batman because the first Batman shit I saw when I was a kid was in the movie when there was Poison Ivy and Dr. Freeze, and he was like, "Fake lips, bitch!" Yeah, goddamn, kill me now. It was so boring. It was so stupid. Me, as a goddamn 5-year-old child, was like, oh my god, this is bad. Yeah, and since then, I don't enjoy Batman, okay? The idiot doesn't even have shoelaces, but he constantly trips over them and then hits his head, and he's like, the situation that we wrote ourselves in and can't trade ourselves out, I'm just gonna put my hand up my ass, and then I'm gonna pull out a bobby pin and put it here, and bam, there we go. Problem solved. Okay? That's it. I hate it so much. I just hate it so much. It's so boring. It's so boring. Superman is so like 100 times better than Batman because He's like invincible, but you're supposed to be a good writer and play around it and whatnot. You know, I still don't really enjoy him particularly too much because when Superman gets OP, it's like you know that there's no way to actually kind of theoretically stop it because Superman is theoretically, without question, supposed to be like the second strongest character of all of fiction. And the first one is Saitama because he literally can't lose because that's kind of how he's made. There's not even a debate about that. So, it is what it is. God damn it, I hate it.
The real Justice League, they're back. They were just captured by Brainiac.
Anyway, we totally
Yeah.
laid it out. If we took him back, Walla would make them into even bigger tools. More importantly, she'd totally 86 us. Soup said the League needs to atone for everything that happened. Starting with freeing all the folks brainy tentacle wrapped, then putting as many worlds right as they can. As for us, we had a plan too. Did I mention the Wonder Trio of Hack, Lawless, and Toy Boy shorted out our bomb?
I mean, just how rushed the presentation of the ending.
God damn it. I mean, just look at this. That's Penguin, by the way. Yeah, you know fucking Oz motherfucking Cobblepot? The true G? The original N-word? And this is him here. Pathetic, worthless, spineless. Sad. I almost want to cry, but then Oz would actually choke me to death. So that's not an option. And what the hell is this? And look at Poison. She's not only an autistic child that was in a illegal relationship with Harley Quinn because all of these people are all the people who worked on this are 100% PDFs. No exceptions in my opinion. She's fat. She's a fat child above everything, which is one of the biggest sins in the universe. I hate life.
How rushed the presentation of the ending feels. There's so much happening here that could have been presented with cutscenes. If the game had received proper support, or if, you know, it captured any sort of major interest from the gaming community. Oh, and Wonder Woman's still dead. So most of the Justice League is back, but Wonder Woman, she was the real deal.
Good.
She's actually dead in this universe.
Metropolis, this is Lois Lane.
This is a tribute to Kevin Conroy, which is nice. There's Lois Lane saying some sweet things about Batman.
Don't honestly care.
And what he stood for, quoting a message that Batman left behind.
When I put on the cowl, I became a symbol. But I never stopped being Bruce Wayne, citizen of Gotham.
I mean, I'm pretty sure a couple of Batman fans would actually be pretty pissed about that because Bruce Wayne is not his real identity. Batman's real identity is Batman. Bruce Wayne is the mask for Batman. That's what a lot of Batman fans would say. And honestly, that's probably one of the most badass and cool things about Batman if I didn't hate this fucking loser.
Remember that we are all handed adversity in our...
Oh, shut the fuck up, Young. Please don't let this... Okay, Young, I need a good send-off, Young, okay? Daddy needs a good send-off, Young. I want that Young, yeah, energy. Come on, give it to me.
So it was ultimately Deathstroke who ended up saving, like, the multiverse and ended up being the hero of this whole shebang and succeeded where the Justice League failed. So yeah, you can just tell how ill-conceived all of this was, how rushed the developers were, and just kind of coming up with all this and putting a bow on it and letting it go. It just feels like a really cheap way to undo consequences. It's a retcon at the level of Star...
Okay, listen, boys. I have been thinking a little bit. If Young, yeah, can be a voice actor, then I can too. Okay? Listen, I've been training. I've been training, okay? Listen. Big energy. Are you ready? I've been training. Oni-san! How do you like that? Huh? Pretty good. Oh! Huh? Konnichiwa! Huh? Do you like that? I bet you fucking do, you little slut. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff right there. What else? What else? What else? I'll give you an extra. I'll give you an extra, okay? Give it to. Huh? Fucking good. Pretty good. Hire me, someone.
Star Wars Episode 9 Rise of Skywalker, which basically tried to retcon The Last Jedi after how poorly that was received. And when we consider that the Justice League members you killed are actually clones, it makes scenes like this where, you know, Diana, Wonder Woman, dies, have less impact, especially as she appeals to Kal-El, to Superman in this sequence. Watch this. That's a clone, that dude, right?
I mean, look at that Wonder Woman. She is the ugliest thing since a lot of women that I could name. But she is, okay? I mean, there's a reason they removed it, because, man, damn, boy. Damn, boy. Anyway, Young, I think it's time for us to part ways.
And discussions. Stay tuned right here on Young. I'll see you guys next time.
Young
out.
Beautiful. 10 out of 10. Bye.